I'm currently 3,000 medals, top 200 with this super cheap 2.5 average elixir hyperbait deck. Let's pick up some more wins with it and show how strong it really is. Right, so we're in our first match here against Aragon, and this guy's an Expo player, which is bad, because I'm pretty sure Expo is like one of the worst matchups we could get. It's going to be really tough. We're going to have to defend him the whole game, and he fireballs our Bush first play. I don't agree with that, but he can probably get away with it because it's not a great matchup. We need to try get some Magic Archer lineups on the Knight, and then I think we have to try play perfect defense on the Expo throughout the game, which is not easy at all. He goes Knight, which is perfect. We can just get a lineup. Surely he doesn't get this. Nice. And he's just not doing anything about it. So this is huge damage right here. Could even say it's game-winning damage. I'm going to try perfectly time the... Okay. I kind of fucked that up. I got too greedy. I wanted to get like one extra Magic Archer hit before popping that ability. And that might cost me, honestly. If we lose, it could be because of that right there. He goes Queen in the back, so that makes more sense now. He's playing Expo, but with Queen instead of Archers, which I think is better for us overall, but still a really tough matchup. We don't have a lot for the Queen either. But when it comes to defense, I guess he has less options. We're going to have to Tesla late here and take a lot of damage. I'm going to log, just try to prevent that, but oh, okay. We're already losing. We've already lost our damage lead, and this is not good, especially in a matchup like this. At least in single elixir, we should be winning, right? Well, I say should, as in if we want to win, we should be winning in single. I mean, if we don't, whatever, it's a tough matchup. But we'll go Wall Breakers behind this. Force out the Tesla and the Knight, so it's a 5-7 trade. It's good for us. The Knight's not going to be much of a problem. We can just kind of cycle back to our spam cards. He's going to have to respond to this 1-for-1. And then we can just Skelly's the Knight, and then we can just try pressure him a bit more before single elixir ends. That's our goal with this deck. We definitely want to be getting damage leads in single elixir. There's not many matchups where if you're losing after single elixir, you're really going to win, right? You need to be able to get a nice damage lead in single elixir. That's where this deck shines. And then throughout the game, you can kind of just chip them out. That's kind of the game plan for most matchups. We're going to Wall Breakers behind this Bush because the Goblin's going to tank for it, and he just eats that. He eats a Goblin hit and 2 Wall Breakers. But now we're going to have to defend this Expo push with a full HP Queen plus the ability. Let's go Knight. I'm going to have to Tesla. That was a mistake. Oops. Alright. Bro, I'm so quick at the emotes, by the way. You have to know this. Wall Breakers, please connect with the Expo. Please. Okay, none of them hit. That's bad. We have Evo Tesla, though, so we can retarget it. But he goes Queen. And we do take out the Expo, but we're actually up. I didn't even realize. We got a bit more damage. I don't know what it was from. Maybe a Fire Spirit connected. Not bad. Let's go Evo Wall Breakers. He's got Evo Tesla. That's bad. I don't see how we ever break through Evo Tesla. Evo Tesla is one of the worst cards to play against with this deck because once they place it down, as long as it's there, you basically can't kill it, and it kills everything you put down. So we're just going to cycle. Dark Prince back and get back to another one. He goes Queen. Let's go Bush. Let's prepare for some offense here. I'm really looking for Magic Archer lineups, but I'm not sure if I can get it. I'm going to get greedy on this Queen here. And he goes for the ability. We're going to pop Magic Archer ability. Keep him safe. And that Bush is going towards the tower. We do activate King, which is annoying, but it's pretty much bound to happen in a matchup like this. Plus, anyway, I'm pretty sure the Magic Archer is going to be the main way we win this game. We need damage from him. Not really the other stuff, so I'm fine with that. He goes Fireball. But we're back to another Marcher, so let's go. Let's try to get him in like a bit of a weird sequence. Wall Breaker's in front of that. And he's got to defend the Bush on the right. Goes for that, okay. Magic Archer's still a threat. He's got to deal with it. We got another one. Okay. Pop ability for the Knight. Beautiful. Does that create have ability? I think it does, right? Yeah. Alright. I wasn't sure if he used it or not. But that's fine. This is intense, by the way. I'm trying to commentate, but I don't even know how I'm gonna break through. He's got the Evo Tesla down, which is kind of bad, but Magic Archer does clean it up, which is nice. We're not out of this, but we're down to damage and we have no big spells. And he can just full defend us, so we need to hope he makes a mistake. Fire Spirit in front of the Dark Prince. Bush, we have Evo Wall Breakers, let's just go for them. Magic Archer, please Magic Archer, I need you to get some damage. No, that was horrible. And Magic Archer doesn't die. Wait, he's still alive? Please line up with the tower. Ability, keep him safe. Nice, he gets a shot on the tower there. That's beautiful, but it's on the more healthy tower. Let's go for another Marcher. The Wall Breaker's on the left. Oh my god, they connected. Okay, wait. We just have to defend him now. Literally, I don't think he can spell cycle us, right? Maybe he can, but he's opting to go in for Expos. We connected the Wall Breakers onto that one, so that Expo's not a threat anymore. Okay, now he can't spell cycle us. 100% now he can't spell cycle us. Expo locking on there with Bush. Wait, what? I swear I wasn't even looking at the Bush. How did we win? Alright, so we're against Rakan here, and this guy is definitely one of the best Lava Hound players in the world. He's probably the second best Lava Hound player in the world. Like, he's really good. So we know he's going to be playing Lava. And he goes Lava first play. Okay. I don't really know what to do here. I don't have much experience with this matchup in this deck. But what I can see is that we have the Tesla, right? So we can definitely defend. If you had like the cannon in this deck, or you had a building that didn't attack air, Lava Hound would be a complete 100-0. But because we have the Tesla, I think we can just defend. So we go Dark Prince, he goes Mega Minion on it. The Mega Minion's good for him because, it stops the Dark Prince. But also it can just teleport on anything. So we need to keep cycling stuff in the back like that Fire Spirit, so the Mega Minion can't teleport on my Magic Archer. And then we just go Tesla on the Balloon, and we should be good here. He goes Fireball on my Marcher. I could have reacted to that, honestly, and I probably should have. We'll go Dark Prince, Fire Spirit, and we do take a Balloon hit. That's bad by me. We definitely could have prevented a Balloon hit there. But overall, the defense wasn't too bad. We got a lot of damage, and Dark Prince connects on the left. And then he tanks the Wall Breakers. So we go Bush. We're down quite a lot of Elixir here, but there's not much we can do. He's probably going to go Lava Hound in the back anytime soon. And I don't know if I can defend that push, because we don't have Evo Tesla, and he's up too much Elixir. But we want to try get him in a situation where we get both his towers when he gets one of ours. So this push over here might be pretty undefendable. We'll try. We'll cycle early Tesla. We have nothing else to cycle, so we may as well. And then maybe Skelly's the back, because I don't want a Mega Minion jumping on that. Don't know if he was even going to go for it, but we can't risk it. I think we could defend here, though. We're going to go Marcher. We kind of have to. We're going to protect the Tesla with the Dark Prince. There's a horrible Dark Prince. It splashes on my Tesla for one hit, which is kind of bad. But we still need to go in. We have Evo Wall Breakers here, so I think we can defend. Please, Evo Wall Breakers, just splash on everything. Oh, no. It didn't splash on everything I wanted to. Evo Tesla, though. We're going to have to March up. We were going to take one Balloon hit, but we actually keep our tower, which is huge. Now we can spam him. And we can't defend the next Lava push. The next Lava push will take our tower, but he has to do a Lava push. So he's not in the best spot. He goes Valkyrie on that. I don't agree with that, because we still get his tower. That's really nice. But even if we didn't, the tower pretty much would have been cooked. Let's cycle the early Tesla, and then we're going to spam him. He goes Fireball, so he's now just one Fireball zap away, I believe. So let's just... we need to try to get this other tower here while he's doing all that. Magic Archer, the Mega Minion. He predicts it. That was too obvious. That's fine, we can just go back. Tesla. Does he get a nice Fireball here? He goes for the ability, so we're just going to spam him because we can't defend this. Actually, Skelly's for the Mega Minion, please. Dark Prince. Oh no. That Mega Minion locking on was a huge mistake by me. We could have definitely kept the tower alive. But it's fine, like, let's go in. We have Evo Wall Breaker, so we should get a lot of damage here. Nice. I really want to line up on that Volk, but I can't. That's fine. He goes Lava in the back, so we can just set up a defense with the Tesla. And then we can go in. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do much here, because he has to defend us pretty well. It's Fire Spirit behind this. Hopefully splashes on the tower. Log the guards. Okay, we're going to... I'm actually not sure. We need to somehow get his... We need to keep pressuring him. That's what we have to do. Can't let him build up a big push. We're going to go for a second Tesla. The first Tesla locked onto the Baby Dragon, which is really good. So it just died. And I don't know if he can defend this. He went Evo Volk. So we should be able to connect. He goes guards, but it's too late. That's a good game. All right, move on to the next one. Alright, so we're in the next game here against, actually have no idea who this is. So we're going to have to figure out what he's using. He goes Furnace in the back, so it's not too many decks that use Furnace. It's probably some sort of bridge spam deck if I had to guess. And we can just go Magic Archer on it and pop the ability, because Magic Archer is so broken. The fact that we can do that and not get punished for it is kind of crazy. We'll just protect him, and he goes Golden Knight Battle Ram, so definitely bridge spam. I'm not 100% sure exactly what this deck is actually, though. It's a bit of an odd variation of bridge spam, but it could be like a giant Skelly deck or something. We're still going to have to figure it out. Let's go Dark Prince on this, and that's kind of annoying. So the Furnace does lock on, and we do take 2 hits, which is not ideal. We didn't have to take those 2 hits, but we should be fine. In this matchup, I think it's pretty good. We just have to play good defense. That's pretty much it. Our damage will come eventually. We just have to play good defense, and as long as we don't take a shit ton of damage at some point, we'll be fine. I actually don't really like this defense with the Fire Spirit and the Skellies, but we'll have to tank those Zappies because I don't want to overcommit. You can see he's already kind of up Elixir going Ghost in the back, but we'll pressure him other lane with the Bush, and then we'll... I probably need to cycle my Wall Breakers here because I want to get to my Dark Prince for this Ghost. And he goes Barb Barrel, so that's perfect. Bush takes out the Barb Barrel, and then he has to deal with the Wall Breakers. And you can see that he has to overspend on everything we play. He has to Furnace 2 Elixir Wall Breakers, stuff like that that makes this matchup pretty good for us. The Bush and the Wall Breakers definitely usually like warrant a pretty big response out of him. And he goes Battle Ram, so we can just log that back, and Dark Prince takes care of it, and then we can march it to clean up here, and then get like a bit of a push off that. And yeah, like I said, we just need to play good defense. I'm not too worried about getting damage right now. Surprisingly, like obviously throughout the game, we're going to be going Wall Breakers, going Bush, and make sure they aren't stupid at least. But we just need to play good defense. We'll pop the ability on the Marcher there to protect him from the Ghost. Obviously, we don't activate King because he's too far back. And he goes Golden Knight ability. I don't agree with that. We're going to now spam him opposite lane. And he's pretty low on elixir. He goes Zappies for the wall breakers, which we're going to Marcher log. And yeah, he doesn't even have enough elixir to deal with the Dark Prince on the right. Because like I said, he had to go Zappies on wall breakers, which in my opinion, I think he should have just tanked the wall breakers and gone Zappies on the right. But I'm not really sure. He was pretty low on elixir and he had to spend... He didn't have any cheap responses in cycle. So he goes Giant Skelly in the back. This to be expected. And we just have to play good defense here. I don't think it's going to be that hard. We have either wall breakers in cycle if we have to use them. We can just log this battle ram back. I actually wasn't sure if the battle ram was going to go for my normal Tesla there. So I just quickly went for the Evo Tesla. But that's fine. Alright. So we're going to go for the Skellies. Just to make sure that Evo Ghost doesn't do anything. And then we're just going to keep spamming him with bushes. Just keeping up the pressure. We don't have to do too much. I kind of do want to go Marcher on this Giant Skelly, but we're not going to do it. I think it's a bit too predictable. Although he didn't do anything about it, so maybe I should have. We'll just set up with a Tesla. Like I said, good defense. My finger kind of slipped on that Tesla, but he went Battle Ram on the left. So it kind of worked out, actually, which is pretty good. He goes Fireball on the Marcher, that's fine. Giant Skelly does not reach my tower. Oh my god, that was too close, actually. But we should be good. Just Fire Spirit on the Ghost there. And then we can split our Wall Breakers, just applying some more pressure. We do take a bit of Ghost damage, but that's fine. We're in a really good spot here. We have damage on both these towers, which is what you want with hyperbait. Because if you're forced into one lane with hyperbait, things can get a bit annoying because they can just start stacking troops up in that one lane. And you can't really do much. It's really hard to get damage. So having the ability to go into both lanes is really good. Just because he used his Bar Barrel, Golden Knight, and Ghost, he had nothing for those Evo Wall Breakers, so we got an easy double connection there. And for 2 Elixir, you just can't let Wall Breakers connect. That's the thing. We also got a Bush hit there, which is really nice, and he Fireballs and Marcher, that's fine. He's got Evo Ghost here, but we can just set up with an Evo Tesla, and we should be good. Should take out the Ghost really nicely. Evo Tesla is very nice against Ghost. And again, we're just going to keep going Bushes, Wall Breakers at the bridge when we can. And then just play good defense. It's really all the game plan is here. It's a pretty good matchup. We get a nice lineup on this. Okay, no, he predicts it. That one was obvious. But I can't believe he didn't predict the one before on the Giant Skelly. But he got that one. So I don't know. It's a bit odd, but I guess it's actually kind of well played. Because maybe before he knew that it was too obvious, so he didn't even need to do it. He kind of has to still deal with that March, or else it's just going to get too much value. So he goes Zappies. We'll Skelly surround the Ghost there. And then the Tesla's going to start dealing with the Giant Skelly. This is pretty good. He now has to deal with the Bush too. We can just go Wall Breakers to block there. That'll be pretty good. And then just Tesla apply with the log on the Evo Battle Ram. I don't want to risk it. I feel like the Evo Battle Ram is like genuinely the only way this guy can break through. So if we can just make sure we full defend the Evo Battle Ram without any problems, I'm happy with that. And we have Evo Tesla here, so we can pull it all up. And with 15 seconds left, this guy can't really do anything, I'm going to be honest. Wait a minute. Golden Knight dashing. Okay, no, we're fine. We just Dark Prince body block him off the tower, and we should be good. Plus the Marcher on the left gets a lot of damage. And yeah, that's all good. So yeah, like I said, this matchup was pretty good. But again, you need to play good defense in this matchup and understand when to pressure him. But otherwise, it's a good win. Okay, so we're in the final game here, and we're against Darth Vader. I played this guy earlier today, actually, and he was using Graveyard Freeze, so I assume he's still using that. It's kind of crazy. Graveyard Freeze is not a very popular deck, and in my opinion, it's actually a pretty high skill deck. I know it doesn't look like it with all the cards they have, but it's just such an awkward deck to play. I tried playing it before, and sometimes you just get put in the worst cycles. But anyway, I think it's going to be a pretty good matchup. We'll go Marcher on that, and he does predict it, so that's well played. But the cool thing about this card is that we can just dash back and we don't get punished for that horrible play. He goes Graveyard. I don't agree with this. We can just push other lane for some really cheap pressure and then just log Fire Spirit to clean up the Graveyard. It's really easy. And our Magic Archer doesn't even die. We take a couple hundred damage, but look at this. He goes Goblins on our Bush and now he has no Elixir. He's literally on... I don't think he can afford anything right now. He has like 3 Elixir, I believe. And what is he supposed to... And he just naders our king. He gives up. Now, I know this is a pretty decent matchup for us, I'm sure. But I don't agree with that Graveyard. You know, he did a good Inferno predict on us. But that Graveyard was horrible. And because his deck is so bulky, he can't afford any defense for our spam. Anyway, that's going to be GG's. I think he's just fully given up. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Definitely try out this deck. I know it's super fast cycle. And in my opinion... when it comes to hyperbait, this is definitely one of the harder hyperbait decks to play, but I do think this is one of the stronger ones. So let me know how you go, and I can answer any questions in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.